And now, please welcome head of NV Studios, NV. Wow, what an exciting day for NV, for the main channel. Today marks our 10-year anniversary on the platform of YouTube. It is definitely one of those incredible moments to experience that 10 years of making a plethora of videos on this channel, going into other channels and making so many wonderful accounts, creating such wonderful content for your guys' is viewing. We hope that you guys have been enjoying the ride so far. And let me tell you, it's getting better and better. And that's what brings us to today's celebration. This marks a new tradition for NV in which every year, for the anniversary of the channel, we'll be doing a keynote. And this keynote will not just be focusing on just the main channel of NVvideos, but our other channels and other social medias as well. So then, let us begin with the keynote. But before we start this, I just wanted to give a big thank you to all of your guys' support. It is insane to think that for 10 years, this channel started off with just 12, and now we are at 431 at the time of this recording. Just incredible. And I owe it all to you guys' continued love and support for the channel, and I am thankful and grateful for that. Thank you. 10 years. Wow. Absolutely incredible for this channel. When we first started off, we were thinking about being a Nerf channel. And we just thought, hey, let's just do Nerf blasters and let's have fun. But as that progressed, it ultimately came to the realization that, hey, we're putting a lot of money into this. This ain't working out. Let's rethink it. So I went on a 6-month hiatus, bought a cheap game capture system, and we started capturing gameplay of Warframe on the Xbox. And then from there, we just kept on making content of a plethora of games, and we just kept doing it. Led us to this day, which is just absolutely amazing. Now then, let's talk about the main channel, NVvideos. So with the content of the channel, I wanted to focus on gameplay videos, as well as me talking about like certain things like light reviews, for instance. For instance, like me talking about Battlefield 6 beta, how I enjoyed that, the speculations of that kind of thing. As well as another example I can think about is the Dark Tide for when it came to the Adeptus Arbites character as well as overly edited videos as well. That is definitely one of my favorite little passion projects is just making a quick little video with a lot of editing to it. Another thing that do really enjoy when it comes to some new add-ons for it, I really want to really put some more editing into my videos as well as add sound effects as well, maybe funny little green screens, that kind of thing. But there's something else I want to talk about. With 10 years, that means 10 years of things that we've worked on in the past, such as previous projects, in which we should revisit. And, we left those books open. We should finish reading those books. Which is why I am excited to announce that starting in September, we will be revisiting old games we played and finishing the campaigns of them. So as you can see on the image, you can see Dead Space 2. That will be happening in October. Halo Infinite in December. And Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, the true ending in September. So that's what you can expect. As well as for each of the months, I wanted to make a short Easter egg from the past 10 years. Every month I will have a little short on the YouTube shorts just talking about like, did you know this kind of thing about the channel. As for our social medias for this channel, we have the Twitter and we also have the Instagram. Now, for the Twitter, you can find updates of what's going on for all 4 of our YouTube channels there. And as for the Instagram, just shorts and posts, that kind of thing, as well as maybe some photos here and there of gameplay. Keep in mind, if you are interested in any of these links to these channels, all the links will be down in the description box below of this video. Time for our second channel, Airsoft News. When we created Airsoft News, we wanted to basically, there was no Airsoft News. So we started making videos talking about upcoming releases for Airsoft, guns, and it has been amazing so far. So, as for the content of Airsoft News, we're still going to be focusing on talking about newest releases, basically new replicas coming out, as well as items coming out as well. And another thing that we are going to be opening up and making videos about are the different brands in Airsoft and talking about them, focusing on their history and what they specialize in. As for future videos of the channel, and this is part of a much more bigger future plans, is once when we get an actual like studio, I hope we're able to actually do physical reviews of the replicas as well as gameplay in the future as well. But only time will tell with that. And now it's time for our other YouTube channel that has been booming lately, and that is the 40K Experience channel. This channel focuses around talking about just me talking about my love for Warhammer 40K. If you have met me IRL, you know that that's probably the second thing that has came out of my mouth is Warhammer. And I love this setting. It is absolutely amazing. That's kind of how it is when it comes to this channel. It really is all about just showcase talks, random lore talks, and just my homebrew talk as well, which is just my own like OC factions in Warhammer and like a little sector and everything. But I will definitely say that this channel is not going to be your channel where you can find lore about Space Marines. Instead, it would be like, yeah, so in the lore, your Space Marine can do this. And so what I did, I took that and I used that. That's kind of what I mean by when it comes to that kind of stuff. It really just is a channel designed to capture the experience of being a Warhammer 40K fan and just really talking about the new stuff that's coming out in Warhammer. Now, another thing is, and apologies for the image being blurry, is our special Warhammer account that we've made on Instagram called the Chapter of Hope Supremacy. Is a Warhammer 40K meme account slash homebrew meme account as well. And basically, for that is to post more content, as well as posting a lot of more homebrew meme lore videos as well onto the account as well. And now it's time to talk about the Patreon. Now, with the Patreon, this is just there in case if you, the viewer, want to give a little extra to help support the channel. It is there. And I gotta say, I really am impressed by it. We finally overhauled it. One thing I will say about with this Patreon is it's not just linked to just the main account, it is linked to all four YouTube channels as well. And that's what really, I would say, really makes it special. So instead of it just being, oh, I have to have it's a Patreon, there's a Patreon for each of the four YouTube channels. Nope. One Patreon for all four channels. So it's a 4-in-1 deal. And now it's time to talk about our other accounts that we have as well, which is the Quotes of Nash and Exotic Memes for 2069. So, the Quotes of Nash is definitely one of our major accounts we've recently made, in which it's just me, myself, making quotes about stuff, what I say, and I just make quotes out of them. It's been going pretty well, and I've definitely been liking it. And of course, we have Exotic Memes for 69. I'm definitely thinking about rebranding this to be like Nash memes instead. And that's just mostly a generic meme account where I can just go and make memes and just have fun doing that kind of stuff. So, what is next for NV Studios? Well, for all of our channels, and yes, I said four, and that is because the fourth channel I would like to make in the future, but I feel like what we need is we need a relocation kind of thing. That is our major drawback. And that is for the fourth channel, we are going to have a vlog slash tech review slash cooking YouTube channel. And that is going to be very cool. But the problem is I really just don't have that like space for me to do that kind of stuff right now. And that's just mostly due to just acquiring funding, I would say. Which is definitely one of our major things we're trying to look into, and we are still are, looking into is trying to find a very good source of funding for these projects and these videos and these YouTube channels. Of course, there is the Patreon, but like with many things, you always got to consider like a more practical kind of thing, aka a job. Trying to find an actual job is what I'm trying to find. And as you know, if you trying to find a job in this economy right now, you know it's hard. And so that's just one of those things like only time will tell. But despite that, one of the things is that I'm still doing is we're going to keep doing what we're doing and we're going to keep growing the channels. And that's all that I can ask for. And that's what we're shooting for. Which brings us to this final thing that I would like to declare today, the mission statement for NV Studios, which is: we here at NV Studios are not for fame, clout, or money, but for the love of making videos. If we're inspired, we make it because that's just how I like to play ball when it comes to making videos. If it's an idea, I make it happen. And if I can make it happen, I do it. And that is more than I can ask for. Thank you all so very much for coming out today for the NV keynote. This has concluded the keynote. Thank you all so very much, as always, for you guys' continued support. All links to all of these accounts will be linked down in the description box below. But also, for the next week, if you have any questions about this stuff, feel free to comment down below and I will respond to it. Thank you all again for your continued support. This is NVvideos signing off.